Do you have any other problems besides anxiety?
ED,
Oh,
Crohn's. What you got?
probably like depression.
How was anxiety in
Skip right
school? Well, I was already asking.
Fine.
It wasn't bad.
No. Like I was thinking, like, my anxiety's for, like, stupid shit like a drive-through. But, like, doing, like, that presentation, like what I talked about, really didn't bother me, like, going up. I'm like, it is what it is. Like, that doesn't bother me. I mean, I just get a little nervous, but, like, it does not bother me at all.
I see it all the time, the memes where it's like, I used to read when we're reading in class, and you would find out how many.
Yes, you read your paragraph or whatever.
You really get your paragraph down.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But the nerves, I can't, as I guess outgoing as I am. If the focus is put on me, I don't like it. If I take it, it's different. If I I make myself the focus in some way, shape, or form, that's different. But if anyone goes, hey, look at him, I go, oh, no, don't do that. Stop. 100%. Look away. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if you did that. I feel like you might more. Do you ever get super red in the face, embarrassed? Man, mine is so bad.
Yes.
I get red.
I notice instantly.
My face is hot. And I'm
super
like,
hot. And I go, ooh, this is not making everything better.
This
is way worse than me just being pale and nervous.
Yeah.
Or embarrassed. I am just lighting up. And then everyone goes, your face is getting red. And I'm like, that doesn't help any more than my face just getting red.
Kill me now.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad for me.
How about
yours
that time in gym class for you, Dan?
Come on, why you gotta bring that up?
Dude. Okay, I'll tell that.
I think I know this one. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's doing the laggy.
Oh, we're frozen, but we're gonna come back.
Yeah, because it just went black.
Okay, so I just moved. Well, I was there, so I moved because I need to go to a different high school than the one I was kind of gonna go to. It was a public school that wasn't that great, so when my family moved the year before 8th grade. So I didn't know anybody. I went to a Catholic school, and then I switched to a public school for high school. And, man, I really hope... Oh, the mic's still going.
The mic is still...
We should be good.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I didn't know anybody when I went to public school. In Catholic school, I had the same 20 kids. So I go to where there's hundreds of new kids. And I'm like this already. Super anxious, super just everything.
This is your freshman year?
Freshman year. And then, so I got gym class. I'm a big kid. So I'm already not comfortable. Doing physical activity, having to change clothes in front of, the whole fucking thing. It's teenage stuff, right?
Right, I was going to say, this is a terrible age for...
Yeah, it's just awful. So we're stretching in the gym. And the way my gym was set up was there's 3 basketball courts, and then above it, around the top, is a track with basketball courts on the side of those. Mm-hmm. So it's just a big fucking room. And we're stretching, and boy, I ripped the meanest fart. We're sitting down, reaching for our feet. I ripped the meanest fart, and that sucker claps the ground.
Oh, yep.
And then it was like a boom, 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 boom. So fucking loud because this place is just carrying the sound. There's the next part of the gym's just, yep, keep it going. Everyone's gonna hear it. Everybody, you hear it yet? No, they didn't hear it down there, Bill. And then they just keep fucking shovel it down to him. So everybody knows that there was gas that came out of my anus. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't let them know I farted. So now I'm making it sound like a long, drawn out thing, but it was a fart, and I went as everyone looked at me, and obviously I didn't cough. 2 distinct sounds, but I was like, oh, I did it quick enough that they probably thought I just coughed. No, they had to have known. Obviously, I mean, this thing just so loud in this huge gymnasium, and nobody, I didn't know a soul. And it's just like, oh my god, This is great. This is like one of the first days too. Like this
I
is
bet you were not red at all that time.
Oh, I probably lit up in it.
God.
Oh my god. Yeah, so that was.
Clicking your fucking heels.
I was like, dude, get me the fuck out of here. I just sent a fucking shockwave through this place.
That's funny.
It's funny, is this thing still being frozen?
I know, I don't like it at all.
I don't like it at all. I almost want you to like stop it. And
I
then
thought about it.
And then I could just clip them together. I'd
Yeah.
really like you to do that.
All right, we'll do it now.
Well, they won't even know because I'm gonna. Oh, hey! Oh, wow!
Not gonna happen. We're just.
He's not gonna do it. I'll keep that all in because it somehow fixed itself. Anyways,
Let's read it.
Let's read it.
We won't.
How's it going?
Great.
Making sure you're okay.
I'll.
What was I gonna talk about till you said that? Or what were you gonna? Were you gonna say something?
Well, I think we should give him the option of which topic to cover.
Okay.
Next.
Yes. Yeah, you haven't talked in.
I'll give him 3. Well, I'm not going to give him the real good options. You get 3 options: your image you brought, the depression you brought up,
the depression you still have.
and where I am on the list.
Ooh, which one? We're gonna talk about them, or which ones do you want to talk about first?
I mean, I think we're going to cover them all.
Okay, that's what I want. Okay,
I think-
so which one do you want to get to?
I mean, the picture is like really fucking random. This is something I thought was really creepy that I saw in the news. So let's look that
So
up.
we're going to the picture, I guess.
Just because, like, it's stupid. So
Okay.
my mom always has news on, right?
Yeah.
And this is Inside Edition. So it's the last thing they showed.
This has been big on the internet.
No.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Maybe.
Did you
Maybe
say
not.
no?
No.
I saw it on
You saw
Twitter. Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Is it a picture you can send to me? So
Everyone,
I can pop in here.
you don't even have. You'll find it in your first Google search of it.
Oh, okay.
It's Dobby.
Yeah.
What?
You haven't seen this?
No.
Do I show it now or do I?
Yeah.
Well, you'll show him.
What?
There's a
Yeah.
video.
So it's a fucking video of that thing. I mean, it's doing like the chicken dance with. That's the only thing that makes me okay. But
I saw something with like the way the shadows of it are weird.
yeah. But dude, so they fucking
Dobby.
they interview that lady who owns that house with the
It's a
security
security
cameras.
camera video of this small alien-looking creature thing doing the chicken walk out.
Uh huh.
So go on with your story,
So
I
they go
guess.
back to that lady's house and like they're like, "Yo, is this had to be like your kid or something like that?" And she's like, "No, I've never let my kid out that late." And it's, I'm like, "What the fuck is it? I want to know because what if that thing's by my house? I don't know how many.
Where was it?
I don't know, but I don't know how many there are. You know what I mean?
So you instantly thought, how many?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I don't like how this isn't this lady's kid or anything. So then they fucking go to other neighbors like, yeah, we see this dude too.
No.
And they're like, yeah, we've seen this thing too. And we've seen it run into the cornfield and disappear. I want to know how many there are. I don't fuck with that.
Aliens?
Dude, if you saw that motherfucker, what would you do? Honestly, I'd move.
Kick
Somewhere
it?
else. No, you're lying. You'd move away.
What if it lives in your attic and it comes out at night?
Dude.
You want to talk about that again? No.
Are you going somewhere?
I gotta pee.
All right, have fun, man.
Okay.
Get on the video.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mike.
Hi, Mike. He's actually 5'4".
Oh, hi,
Then.
chocolate dog.
Okay. Thank God, right, everyone?
Okay, now that we got
All
that
right, now that
scumbag
he's out, let's really talk about the things we really want to talk about.
the other
So,
two. What do you want to go to next?
his rank on the list or crippling depression?
We'll do the rank. 'Cause
All right.
I think the depression will get like a little bit
Right,
longer.
right. I agree with this
Yeah,
this
the depression
order.
We can go. We can go hard.
So,
Okay. Before I get started, I know there's other family members watching this. Don't get offended.
He likes everyone.
Yeah, I like everyone. Is that there's just levels to this shit.
I don't know if you want to. I don't necessarily need you to do the whole list.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
know
yeah.
what. You don't have to throw
Oh,
other people
okay,
under the
yeah,
bus.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, if you want to throw people
And
under
this
the
is
bus,
really
I'm cool.
a comfortability list, right?
Yeah.
How comfortable you are engaging in conversation with this person.
Yeah.
which I don't like the way that sounds because I should be high on that fucking list. I feel like.
Well, you are. I never said what your thing is. I'm not saying you're not 1 or 2.
I mean, the way it sounded, I wasn't even near the top with a few of your comments.
Well, you're getting lower right now. I'll just let you.
We found out I knew about all sorts of shit that these two didn't know about earlier today. Now I get why, but
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
So
Okay, I'll do everybody.
oh,
No.
you're gonna full tier it?
Yeah,
That's cool with me. I
it's just
prefer it.
how comfortable you are.
Yeah, 'cause,
Okay.
I mean, everyone's like really close. It goes from like, okay, Dan's number 1 without a doubt.
Currently, because Grace used to be.
No. Well, Grace is number 2.
Okay.
But Dan's number 1 just because like I mean,
Well, like we said earlier, you live
Yeah.
2.5 blocks away.
Yeah.
And you come
So it's
over
location based.
quite
Yeah.
often.
so
Like, it's probably just a
Yeah, for
comfortability
sure.
if you're over.
Dan's number 1. Grace is number 2 just because like the same thing. I see her a lot more often than I see like anybody else. 3 is you, so you don't feel too bad.
Are your brothers on this list too?
No.
He
Okay.
said earlier that they were ahead. That's why I.
Well,
So this is comfortability in general talking?
Yeah,
Or
like, if-
or like about something deep?
like no, just in general. Like
Okay.
I like
Having a conversation.
yeah, like having kind of like it's
then
fine. I'm not nervous at all. I'm chilling.
Oh, I'm dope with my ranking
I don't
then.
think we have to go any further.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if we want to throw, I could throw. I want to hear him throw someone under the bus.
I'm sure they'll love that. You'll get some text later.
Yeah, like I don't care. I mean,
They'll be like, I thought we had really good
yeah.
conversations.
Okay, so 4 would probably be like that's a toss up. It's between Chris and Kyle. Like, I don't know. It's really close. Well, I feel like it's Kyle is when it's in a different situation when there's something else involved. Like a drink.
Extracurriculars.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Then like okay, but then I say overall probably Chris
Okay.
because I think me and Chris are a little more similar than I am with Kyle, even though I didn't or whatever. So Chris is 4, Kyle's 5.
Do we leave the list there?
I'm guessing everybody else is kind of like,
I mean, like you said, it's all close, anyways.
Yeah, and it's like
because everybody else, it's like you don't. It's not necessarily that you see everybody.
yeah, like I
after
don't
that.
see Sam at all. I can't even tell
Exactly,
you.
yeah.
And then Zach is he's another he's
weird-
another human being.
He's a weird dude.
It's just like we're not the same.
Well, for someone who has so much anxiety and just
Yeah.
he's the one of the most outgoing. I know he deals with some of that stuff, but he like battles it in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And so when he's around you being him, it's just like, oh my god, how do you do that as a human?
Yeah, so yeah, those 2 are definitely at the bottom.
Definitely at the bottom. Oh, that was a
That's
bam.
the fuck down there.
Stay down. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So Brad, do you feel better?
I feel a lot better. Yeah.
You thought you were probably real low, based on your pre.
I mean, I also thought of it more of I don't know, the way that is. It makes me feel a lot better too. I just thought it was more of a knock on myself or a perception of me that I wasn't someone he or anyone could talk to, because I don't want to be that. Obviously, I don't want that to be the perception of me.
That you're just.
Like nobody can talk to me. or
Yeah, you
something.
can't talk to you.
Yeah.
Can't divulge.
I mean, I'm down to.
You'll talk to us.
Shut up. So that's where, if that was the case, then I would feel bad that he had that opinion of me, and then I'd have to assess within myself what I've done wrong to make him think that way. You know?
So there could be more. A rabbit hole to go down to.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
let's get to the bottom of this. What led to this?
Right? Yeah, 100%.
So we avoided that.
I think so.
Because it wasn't the case. But the way he did say it earlier.
Right,
I
it
was
did
like,
seem.
damn.
It did.
Why?
Well, I mean, it is a little bit like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to be
There you
as deep with you, with, like, talking as I will, like, Dan or Grace.
Well, that's a whole different subject. Yeah.
But, like, yeah, and there's sometimes I'm, like, such a douchebag. Like, why do I want to talk to him?
Who?
You. What? I just want to piss you off.
Yeah, it's easy to push his buttons.
Yeah.
the remote. Push buttons.
Okay. Glad we got that figured out.
So
I've been
now-
doing that.
Huh?
I've been doing that.
Oh, dude.
I think that's why you.
If this wasn't yours, I'd be chewing on that. I love chewing on remotes.
What?
Like the little battery thing. Tell me.
the cover.
Oh, dude. I'll chew on this all day. Go to any remote in my house, and that little tab piece that locks in is chewed up on all the remotes in my house.
What the fuck?
Love it.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And stay away from my remotes.
Dude, there's so many bite marks on a lot of remotes in my house. So yeah, that's just a fun fact about me.
Okay.
So crippling depression. How fun is it, right?
Not fun.
Okay, hold
fucking
on. Do you have crippling depression? I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
And my thought is everyone has
You've never been sad. True or false?
depression in some way, shape, or form at some
Yeah.
100%.
time.
I believe that. Even if they don't recognize it
there's-
as that.
Yeah.
they
no
do.
way that someone can be like, yeah, I've never been depressed.
Like there's
You're a fucking
there's a
liar.
dark cloud over me today,
Yeah.
and it's like you're dealing with a little bit of depression. There's levels to it, 100%. But everybody, I believe, has
100%.
dealt with it at some point.
So, with that being said, you think yours is more than most people?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Because I probably like it like crosses my mind like every day.
Like
even
you're
at-
depressed?
Yeah, even at like dinner, like it like hit me, and then like right now I'm like fine. So like it like
Oh yeah, the time of the day, the people.
But
I'm
what
with,
at dinner?
Everything changes.
What do you mean at dinner it hit you? Like what?
It would just creep in.
yeah,
right?
it was just come in.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
what?
for no
you
You're
weren't
just.
asking for it. It just.
But I'm saying like, but what about what? What did you like?
What was? Did you just go? Oh, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
It was just a reminder that happened in
Yeah.
your head.
Yeah.
Or is it like? I don't like what's going. Like I don't like how I feel right now. Or is it literally just something in your head just went? Hey, remember you're depressed.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Like it was just like come out of nowhere. It's like, well, I'll think of shit that happened, or I'm like dude, it's like I don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, but like it'll be out of nowhere. Like nothing has happened, and it's just like it just comes up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
Well, my question
comes
is,
up.
we were at a restaurant, which we previously talked about is a high anxiety spot for you. So you think that upset you? And
No, it's just I don't know.
We were in a group and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean, we were in a family event, which we've decided is bad for you. At a restaurant, which we also have decided is bad
Yeah,
for
it was
you.
really just a fuck situation.
No, I wouldn't say like that like caused it. It's just like hits you like throughout the day. Like something like I love
100%.
my life. I'm feeling great. Like I got nothing going bad in my life, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like an hour later, it's like, dude, like this fucking sucks. Like what am I doing? And it's like,
Yeah,
and like you're again, it's like, oh, I love my life. It's just on and off every day.
100%. That's how mine is.
And like you can't explain it at all.
Oh, not at all,
You don't know why it's happening.
dude.
It doesn't matter what time of day. I could wake up depressed. I could wake up the next day happy as shit. It doesn't matter.
Yep,
Yeah.
that happens all the time. He's thinking of stuff.
I just wonder. I don't know. Like, everyone's different and all that stuff. I just wonder if, like, I don't know how dark it gets or how bad you feel or whatever, but, like, is that just, like, a mood swing? Like, is that just a, like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. I was thinking something similar. Is it like? Because I remember when I'm not. I definitely get depressed still, but I'm out of my super depression. I'll call it. I don't even know what I want to call it.
So I was going to ask, do you
there
think
was-
you're more depressed than he. Because
I
he's
had-
got some.
Yeah, yeah. I've got some. I don't know why I laugh. It's a nervous tick. Because it's definitely a serious
Yeah.
thing. But
Well, yeah.
because I want to say for probably 11 years, I was super depressed. Like there was obviously little moments where I was like, I could get out of it and escape from it, but pretty much the entire day, I'm feeling it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So is yours in a place now where it's you're feeling it constantly, or is it like, or I guess you kind of said that, you were like, you know, one moment I'm okay, and the next it's like, fuck, dude, it just hits you.
Yeah, it's usually just like on and off. It usually hits me like, it almost hits me like every night. I would say probably is when that's the worst.
Oh, yeah, nights where,
So
when you, at least for me, it was like when you're sitting there just, it's just you.
Yeah.
You're just,
You're
there's
thinking
nothing
about it.
Nothing else distracting you.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, let's think about things, and your brain's just like, okay, well, they're not going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be terrible things.
So you think it comes every day?
Yeah. 100%.
But not like he was saying where you feel it most of the day and then there's good times. It's almost the opposite. Would you say? Or
Like, well, there's some days where the whole day I'll be depressed. The whole day. And like, I just won't eat and all that. And
for no
like,
reason.
Yeah, for no reason. And then like the next day I'll be like, I'm perfectly fine. The whole day. And then, you know, the third day it's like, now it's this, now it's that, you know, whatever it is. It's never the same.
Okay.
So, have you ever gotten to a place where it was, not to go back, like saying it was like mine, or everyone's is a little different in some way, shape, or form, where it's like, are you in like a period of time, like months or something, like, where this is all happening, where you're like, I am depressed for this time? Or has it always been that way, the way you described it, where it's like, we're going day to day, moment to moment, we don't know how we're going to feel type of thing? Or
so like, how long have you been depressed?
Like, how, like months? Or just like...
Since you were 16, since you...
Was there a gap in between?
Yeah.
Was it like...
Probably like where it's been like really bad, probably since like sophomore or freshman year of high school.
It's 14, 15.
14, 15
Yeah.
is when it like started really hitting. And has it gotten better, or is it still about the same?
Yeah, so has it been that way since 14,
Has it,
15?
yeah, has it
No,
been
it's
that way?
probably gotten worse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you think it's gotten worse?
Yeah. Because like back then it's like, it might happen like once a week where I'm like, I'm super depressed and all this. I'll get over it.
It like catches up with,
Yeah.
everything catches up with you?
Yeah, and then but now it's like I said, it's like almost every day I'll get depressed about something just random that I can't explain, and it just puts me so far down, and I can't explain.
Oh, I could never. That was the biggest thing. It's like, at least when I was going through it, I ain't know anybody. At least in my head, or I guess I don't think I knew anybody who's like, that's the other thing, is you feel so alone. It's like I'm dealing with this, and I would be like, I don't know, I just kept it to me. I wouldn't say a word.
See,
So, because I don't know how I came across. I don't know if I came across as depressed.
I don't know if well, we've talked about this before. You did not. Many times. For a very long time. I know we've talked about this before. And
I know, yeah.
So you did not.
Where you didn't see me come across as depressed at all.
Not
even a little?
No.
Which I...
Over a period of time, maybe. But over instances, no.
Which that's another thing, is I made a conscious effort to not come off as depressed.
Yeah.
I didn't want anyone thinking I was.
But
I tried to like separate that. And also, the other thing is, when I was with you guys, was also the good time.
right.
So
But
that
there
the
was
other
still, I believe, and I think with anyone you can tell patterns of, a month, year, that.
Oh yeah, there's little things where you're like, okay,
when you look back, you don't really notice it then, but when you look back, you go, yeah, for the past 6 months,
yeah, he was
maybe
there was something
like
going on.
Maybe
yeah,
now I get it.
He's gonna see it,
but definitely in the moment, I don't think so. And that's hard because, like you said, when you were with us, those were your good times.
yeah. So I wasn't like, I guess I didn't necessarily was saying like I faked it in front of you guys, because I didn't. I didn't have to like cover.
No,
up.
I
was
get that
actually having
100%.
a
It
good
was
time.
your good.
That was my escape.
Yeah.
Was hanging out with you guys, like, but also there was like, I wasn't like gonna be like, yo, dude, I'm feeling sad. Like there's something going on, because I would honestly try to hide it as much as possible. Even though this is going to be super dark by any means. If you're feeling any type of...
And we don't have to get into
Are we
this...
getting a Windows update?
We don't have to get into this now. Because I know we've talked about getting deep into some of this shit in a different...
Yeah, I won't go as deep as with the one occasion for sure. I won't.
Yeah.
But just overall, like I remember being like so depressed that I blew up to I was 425 pounds at some point, and that was just it was over the course of years. I just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I remember a lot of it kind of starting. Because I say 11 years. That's right. Because I'm 29 now. And I guess when I was 18, I had a surgery.
We talked about it a little bit, didn't we?
Did we? I don't know.
Didn't we talk about your first day at college with your bag?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember.
So when I was 18, I had a surgery. You guys obviously know. I had man boobs. I was a bigger kid. I had man boobs, and it like always was I just felt like it was kind of like holding me back. Like those were because they were man boobs. Like they weren't just a little fat. Like they were decent size, and I was like I couldn't shave them because even when I went through puberty, late. It was like junior year. I started going through puberty, and like I was already kind of tall, but I got my growth spurt. I got slimmed down in weight. I got to actually one of my lower weights I've been in the last like 12 years. And I still had them. So I had a surgery to get those removed. And then I had a flat chest. I was like, everything was in my head. I built it up to be like, that'll solve everything. And boy, did that push me into...
Oh, when it didn't?
When it didn't. Because I expected, which is crazy now to think it, but as a 17 or as an 18-year-old kid, I'm like, this is going to solve all my problems.
Yeah,
girls are going to talk to me. They're just going to talk to me
at that age.
And it's like I didn't have a personality really yet. I wasn't like I didn't know how to do any of that. So for them to think like, oh, they're just going to come right at me and be like, hey, what's up, dude? I noticed your man boobs are gone. You know what I mean? But no, I built it up in my head like once these are gone, everything's going to change. Everything's going to be looking up. And it didn't because that's not how things work.
Right, and that fucked you up.
Fucked me up, and that just started it all, where I just started gaining more weight.
So you say that's the start? Well, yeah.
That's the big start. I was already depressed. I mean, there was already some... I didn't feel great about... I was a bigger kid.
Well, is that so that was gonna be... Is that the root of it?
No, that was the root of when it got really... Like, it wasn't just like I kind of felt bad. Because I had been bullied a little bit before that. There had been some stuff. And I definitely was sad and stuff. But to say depressed, like you're stuck in that, like, mentality, that's when it really started.
Okay.
Is when I didn't see the immediate change of what I built it up to be. And I kind of just dug tough. Myself a hole.
Yeah. No, that's tough. That age sucks.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Because you feel like you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You're done with high school, but I
was literally like almost about your age.
Yeah.
And this happened to me, and
I think back and like I literally knew nothing.
I didn't know shit.
That's when he said you're a bit of a douchebag. That was that. Mm-hmm. Whereas now is like way different.
Oh, I've heard it from many things and people, like, your 20s, you change and learn and grow so much. Like, I thought I knew shit.
Yeah.
I thought I knew shit at that age. I thought I knew emotional shit. I thought I knew how to handle things.
You even know yourself.
I had no fucking clue. I had no clue how to do anything. Emotionally, like, I didn't know anything about me, nothing. And that was just the fucking the building blocks to this depression that I kind of fell into and that just kick-started it all, like the deep part of it. So then I just blew up in weight, and I don't know, it just got worse from there.
Yeah, that's tough. The one thing that obviously everybody's different, but when you said you thought you were the only one going through it, see, for me, I never thought that. My thought was more like when I would think about it, like telling someone or talking to someone about it. It wasn't that like they don't know what I'm going through because they're not going through it. Mine was always like they're gonna think I'm so stupid. It's not a problem. Like, why am I?
Same thing. I was the same way too. My big fear was that my family is gonna think I'm the weirdo. Like there's something because now it's more depression's kind of more recognized.
Oh, 100%.
10 years ago?
Oh yeah.
I felt like I remember I heard that someone was like I was going to see a therapist. I was like, whoa, like what's wrong with them? Like in my head I built it up to be that way. So I thought if anybody knows this, my parents, anybody, I'm a weirdo.
I got taken to a therapist when I was in 8th grade.
See,
Younger.
I didn't even know that.
I mean, it's ridiculous because I wouldn't do my homework. And my mom wanted to know why I wouldn't do my homework and like why I was throwing away my future and all this stuff. You think I told this idiot a thing?
Dude, there's no way.
And
as someone who had a therapist within the last 3 years, I don't see him anymore, and there's nothing against...
you told me this. I know what you're
it wasn't against him, but there was no way I was going to be able to divulge anything with this guy. I already told you that I don't like talking to people. And you want me to tell this guy
my deepest shit?
My deepest shit.
No way.
Obviously, I told him some stuff, but that's just to be like, okay, let's get me out of here. This thing's an hour? Okay, let's go.
The shitty thing is you're fucking paying for that, and you're supposed to be it's supposed to be helping, but you're trying to get out of it.
Insurance covered the shit out of it. It's supposed to be like for a lot of people who do, which I'm not saying there's anything against therapy. It works great wonders.
But you
have to be honest. At least I believe you have to be open and honest with them for it to work, and I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do that.
I've heard a lot of people talk about therapy and like how good it is and stuff, and I've heard a lot of people that like they may have been in a bad place at once. That's when they went to go to therapy. Now they're good. They still go to therapy because it's like just good to get that shit out. And I feel like and they say it, and I agree, is like everybody should go to therapy. Not because like they need it, but
I think in some form you should.
Yeah.
Because as much as I say therapy didn't work for me. I mean, you could attest. My sister and you were my therapists.
Yeah.
Sean,
well, because like you said, I knew what you were going to say because you told me.
I found a way to get it out of like much later. This was later in the stages. This was probably 9 years into it.
Yeah.
But it was like and thankfully you all just were like, all right, let it out, and I just fucking here's everything.
Yeah, because you told me you said I don't tell the guy half of what I've told you.
Yeah, I don't tell him shit. So and that was like, and it's a relief. I mean, there's no reason I would tell you guys that stuff unless it was like okay, that got it off my chest and or we split it. There we go. You take some of it, please.
Yeah, I don't think you need a therapist.
Which is why we can't. We do listen to a lot of his stuff, but I think it's good for him to have been talking to us.
Honestly, and I've thought about this a lot. Like, we don't have to go into details or anything, but before, I keep my shit to myself. Like, what's going on with me is it's going on with me. I'll fucking take care of it. And it was
which is by the way, especially for any viewers, a fucking terrible and stupid idea.
And I did it, but I did it for
it's so stupid.
I think a lot of people try it,
and I feel like
for
everyone
so long.
does it. Like, you're like, nope, I'm just gonna take care of myself. I'm taking care of myself.
And he's not saying you have to tell everybody, but you gotta find someone.
You gotta find
You gotta
somebody.
find at least a person that you can
Yeah, like, you
share.
gotta find people that, like, are really close with you, and, like, I'm not saying, like, if you don't have anybody, therapists, like, you gotta find somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, literally, like, so I, like, I kept all my shit to myself, And then it was, like, shit fucking hit the fan, and it was, like, I need to fucking, like, talk to somebody, and it's, like, like, because you'll get to that point, and you'll just be like, well, fuck. Like, I just gotta call somebody. Like, it's, like...
You gotta,
and
you have to say it out loud.
You
have to get it out of here and out.
Literally,
Yes.
like, I would call, like, if he didn't answer or you didn't answer, one of you would be, like, right behind. Like, I would just be like,
Next.
fucking buddy, please answer the phone. I mean, it helps.
And the thing that I don't know why when you said it, it made me think of it is, I think everybody will go through that too, in their life where they have something they need to tell somebody, and you just have to do it. Like, that's another thing with. I mean, it's part of depression, but you have to get that shit out. No matter, you have to find someone and do that.
Oh yeah, you can't. You can only let it bottle so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you gotta talk.
Everyone's got a different gauge of, like, how much they can hold in and stuff, but eventually everyone's gonna hit that point where
Well, what I was saying about him is we give him shit for it sometimes, but he needs to get it out. But I think the reason we give him shit is because he doesn't fucking listen to some of the shit we say.
True.
Or the thing that pisses me off about him is I'll tell him something, and then he'll go talk to fucking Joe Schmo, who he just told me I'm close with, and he'll go talk to Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo will tell him what I told him 2 weeks prior, and he'll come to me and goes, yeah, Joey Schmoey said this. And I go,
true.
Yeah, he gets mad.
damn, dude, that's almost like I told you that 2 fucking weeks ago, and now Joe is your savior.
Honestly,
fuck off.
It's not even that.
That's what drove me up a wall, man.
And honestly, it'll be like...
I get it. He wants to hear it from multiple fucking people before he believes it.
Reassurance.
Reassurance. And you're like, yo, is this like... Do you have my fucking answer?
I do.
Well, that's the other thing is, yours is a little different.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for...
an answer.
Well, his is a very...
I guess it's not very different, but it's different in some way. You're looking for an answer.
Yeah, 100%.
That you want.
Yeah.
Which might not be... We might not give you the answer you want.
Or it's not what I want to hear.
And I feel like depression is like he said and like we've said is you don't do anything different. You don't know what caused it, why. His is a situational.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where
this one we know causing it. We know we can get down to it.
Yeah. Whereas it's different.
Yeah. The other, like mine. I mean, I have like that point where I said it dipped, but man, I mean, it built. There was a lot into it. Mm-hmm. And and it didn't just like ride out. There's stuff along the way that adds and
that's like the thing. It's either gonna build and build, like in your case, or it's like you're gonna have that moment and it's just gonna fucking hit you, and it's like
like a brick wall.
Yeah, like, and it can be anything, and it's just like, what do you do? It's like you gotta reach out.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, and that I wish I would have done that way earlier. Because I don't know if it's too dark, but I literally was, when I was getting so big, I was literally just eating. I would consciously think I just want to end up dying eventually. I'm going to get so big. I'm going to have health problems. I know it's so fucking dark. And then I'm just going to pass away. And that was honestly the goal.
So you're saying that was a conscious...
Oh, I mean, obviously I couldn't control myself at some point, but it was also in my head, I'm just going to let this ride out. Because I couldn't kill myself a different way.
Right.
So I thought this was a way to do it. And it would be a more, not natural way, but it would just be...
like you said, you couldn't do it another way.
Yeah.
But this was like a way to do it without having to do anything.
Exactly.
Just live your normal life.
And then eventually, I just hit it. I just croak earlier than most. And that would be my escape. And then, at some point at 4:25, I go, what the fuck am I doing? obviously I was there for a while. It wasn't, I mean, this took a process, and I'm still a big guy now, but I'm way lighter than that. Way lighter.
For any women out there.
Way lighter. I mean, I would look at photos of me when I'm 425, and my fucking, if I stand straight, my arms are at an angle out because my body, I couldn't put my arms to
like
my
straight
sides.
down?
Straight down. Like, I was like, damn, I was that fucking... And that's the other thing is, I'm 425, and I can't get fat up here anymore. That's the perk of the surgery. I can't get any fat right here. So, but it's got to go other places. So, I honestly, I was just trying to eat myself to death.
And then you went the opposite, and you tried to not eat, and you got...
Starve himself to fucking death.
You got practically my weight.
Yeah, I went from 425 to 230 in a year and a half. And man, when I was down at 230, man, I couldn't stand up without getting lightheaded, dizzy. I was just weaker than shit. It was not good. I mean, the way I did it was awful. I would literally eat a lean cuisine a day and then like a couple little snacks.
While taking thermogenics and...
Oh, while taking, yes, pills that would just accelerate my metabolism.
And walking.
Yeah, and I was walking on a treadmill at an incline. I was like, let's get, because and the reason I was doing that is because I was just like, I wasn't patient, and it wasn't the healthy way to do it in any way, shape, or form. Because that's why they recommend, if you do any app or you talk to a doctor, they say 2 pounds a week. Dude, I was losing, I don't know the math on it, but it was crazy. I was losing so many pounds a week.
Well, in a year and a half, you lost, what, 195 pounds?
Yeah. So what, 52, okay, so let me do, I can't do it in my head, so.
Approximately 75 weeks.
Yeah, 75, or actually.
It's not far off from 2.
Yeah, I guess
it's just under 3.
Well.
Yeah,
it's 2.5.
Yeah.
But that's including, the end was slower.
Yeah.
Because in the first year, I was...
Oh, yeah.
I lost at the first year, I probably averaged like 4 pounds, maybe more, a week. It was so fast. I was just dropping this weight. But yeah, I just flipped completely, and then I was like, I can't stay at 230, and I got back up, and, like I said, I'm still not out of depression. It comes and goes, but I'm in definitely a better place than I was in that 10, 11 year run of just like feeling like shit all the time.
Well, and I don't even know. I mean, you don't have to answer either, but not even at the 425 isn't your darkest, is it?
No, 425 wouldn't be. It's. Are we talking about the thing?
I don't want to talk about it, but...
You don't want to talk about it?
I mean, I'd say we save...
Okay. Well, there was...
I'm just saying there's points where... when you lost weight, you still weren't good, is what I'm trying to get at.
Correct. When I lost weight, it was
at
similar to the surgery thing. Not that I was like, okay, everything's fixed, but I did think like, okay, we're at a good point, but it was like, no, because my job still wasn't where I wanted to be. Well, that's true. That was your shitty fucking... You were waiting for that job for like... Yeah, the job. My job wasn't where I wanted to be. My, lady life with the ladies wasn't maybe where I wanted to be. Comparing yourself to others is a fucking bitch.
Which we talked about.
And that doesn't help at all. Which I've gotten so much better at that. That is a huge thing. Is not comparing myself. What is it? Don't compare your chapter to their chapter. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. But no, really. Oh my God. I was doing that all the time, and it just fucking... Well,
that's closer to what I was saying when I said I didn't think that... Like, when you said if you were depressed coming out, people would think you're the weirdo. I thought if I came out... If I was saying I'm upset, people... That's no reason to be upset. You're quit being a pussy. Like, you're fine. Like, that was my issue.
Yeah.
Not
because they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
in the same way.
Well, but yeah, because it's just not the same. Everybody has a different feeling about everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, people could say that about our anxieties.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like, Sean, you can't fucking go to drive-through. What's wrong with you? Like,
What do you?
Which still, I mean, people can still say that, but it's a lot different now.
Oh yeah.
Because I think, because it's definitely changed.
It's very
since,
good too. That all the
it's
awareness.
like depression comes in many ways, shapes, and forms, and it just happens, and you can't control it.
Yeah.
But it's normal. That's the other thing. It's like I didn't think it was normal.
Well, like I
then.
said, yeah, I think everybody is gonna
I think
have it or go through it.
And I think people
They
who
haven't.
say they haven't, they just don't. I don't think they know how to recognize it, or they're kind of in denial of it.
Yeah.
Because people can have it more severe, less severe. Like it comes in
100%.
many different ways.
Yeah, like I have anxiety, not like you guys, but
Oh yeah, you still got it in some
Yeah,
way, shape,
100%.
or form. Yeah, for sure. Anything, Sean, about anything?
No.
We kind of dove deep into it.
Got dark.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
real.
not. Yeah, it's just real. Like I'm not that way right now. I mean, I get depressed and things like that, but it's not as severe as it used to be, and it's just a good thing that this is just a good thing to talk about. Like, get this out.
right? Again, even
Like-
this is probably good for.
Especially if there's, I mean, not that we got like some crazy amount of viewers, but I'm sure people can relate.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm sure people who are watching this that I know, they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember going through this, and they're going through.
Maybe some people don't know.
True. Maybe some of you don't know, because I was covering that shit up from you.
Some people don't know you have anxiety and depression
Yeah, no, not a lot of people know.
Yeah, because you don't.
because you don't speak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't speak, but also you're not going around being like, "Yo, have you heard about my depression?" Like that's not how depression works. At least
Are you sure?
I don't go around like, "Yo, do you know I'm super sad?" All the time, really down in a rut. But yeah, I think 100% you gotta find at least your one person. If not, if you can find more, spread this. Really burden a lot of. No, I'm just kidding. Burden a lot of people.
if you have those people, and I think that's another good thing to acknowledge. Those people are gonna be there for you no matter what.
Yeah, and as much as you feel like you're dumping everything on them, it doesn't come off that way to them at all.
No.
Because there's a give and a take, and they know that's what that's what they're there for.
Yeah, and like if you think that you have like that person, and you're like skeptical, I think.
You think? What do you think?
That if you think that person is that person for you, then they care enough to do anything, talk about anything, deal with your shit with you, and it's not going to be that burden that you think in your head.
Yeah, I think that's also your depression talking.
Yeah.
And being like they're gonna.
Nobody wants to hear this shit.
They don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna think you're weird, and it's like no, they're not gonna think that, and that's why you're saying it in the first place. This person, because part of you believes that they get it. They get it in some way, shape, or form, and that's why you're talking to them in the first place. Mm-hmm. They're not just, and that's I think the other thing with a therapist that I got is like you're as much as I want to say like they care, they don't.
I think the therapist is
part
more
me
of like
they're getting paid.
Well,
I don't have that same connection, so that's where I had a
the
disconnect.
belief is
I feel
that
like you
they're.
gotta find somebody that like knows you and that like knows your story. That's like my thing. It's like
Well, the belief is that a therapist is trained in these things. They can better understand your mindset because they've dealt with or studied this problem, something.
they've seen it in
and
some
they
way,
can
shape, or form
they can
before.
acknowledge something, give you a better coping method, and things like that, strategies for dealing with it.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, by any way, shape, or means, I don't want to say like, oh, dude, me talking to Mike, It's basically
isn't
the same as just hiring a therapist.
But isn't there like...
No, he definitely, the guy I talked to, he had like he had different things I could do and try, and like obviously he studied this and he knows similarities, and there's things there's always like, there's the other step, there's medicines you can take and stuff, but just talking to that guy, he knows just without medicine, remedies or things you can try to do. Like my big thing was like driving to a place I don't know.
Yeah, you've always struggled with that.
So bad. Like now I'm not as bad. I mean, city driving. Good luck. Oh man, city. If it's crowds, oh no, don't do it. So he would try to give me like things, little steps I can do. I wasn't fucking with them. Because I wasn't 100% in. I had one foot out the door already before I even signed up.
Like you said, I'm just there to pass the time. When's my
let's
hour
get
up?
this fucking 50 minutes they only? Good. Yes. Cut 10 minutes off our best.
Speed runner now.
Yeah, I'm a speed runner for therapy. But I just wasn't in it. But I believe if you fully, like, you're like, okay, this guy is here to help me and he has some knowledge, or she, whoever this person is, I think that it's definitely worth the go.
Have you thought about seeing anyone?
Fuck no.
You could see, for a long time I was like...
Well, so I think, like we were saying, he's 19. He's in that mindset. You know, there's probably pride. It's not that bad yet.
Oh, pride's a huge factor, I think.
Oh, dude, and I know see my therapist till I was...
That's what I'm saying. It took
when
you
I saw
till
28, 27?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it took me... I mean, at this point, I was in depression for like 8-9 years.
But you went through that. Would you have gone when you were his age?
No way.
No, I'm saying, looking back now, knowing what you know now.
Knowing what I know now?
Yeah. Would you have gone back then?
Because I don't... What do you mean? Like,
do you think it would have helped if you went when you were 19?
If it would have helped when I was 19, no, because I would treat it the exact same as I do now.
See, I think that might be the problem is your anxiety on top of it, though.
Yeah. See, if I came out of it, if I was sitting here now with like, okay, I took some stuff from
the therapist
that helped, then I'd say yes, 100%. I would tell myself. If I knew now, I would be like, okay, we got to go when I was younger.
What about the medicine?
See, medicine didn't do much for me either. Because I did the therapy first. Because I was like, I don't want to do medicine out the gate. Or I don't want to be the guy who just does medicine just to, because I wanted to, as much as I wanted to be the guy who's like, I know the medicine guy's quick. And that's all I do. I don't talk about my problems. I say it the first time and then that's about it. And he tells me, okay, take this. I was like, let me give it a real go, which that was a big thing to be like, I'm going to therapy.
Yeah. Well, I remember, I specifically remember this and you telling me, like, when you called the insurance lady or whoever, and she's like, well, I can give you the psychiatrist or whichever one does the drugs. And you were like, well, no, I actually want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And we were joking that, like, people just do that just to get the fucking drugs and, like,
yeah.
either take them for themselves or sell them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember specifically you saying, like, no, I do want to go talk to the
I want to give it a real go. And I went to a bunch of, I don't know, a bunch, but I gave it a pretty good amount of sessions without ever being like, okay, this isn't working. Let me try them drugs. And then I finally went to the drug guy, and I tried those for a while. And
I thought you started the drugs like pretty soon.
No, I think I went like, because I was seeing the guy.
I didn't realize
twice a month.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going often. Like some people go like once a week.
Yeah.
I went like twice a month, and I think I saw him for like 3 or 4 months before I tried. Not that I'm like, oh, I did a year.
Yeah.
But for me,
I thought you were taking the drugs though. Wow.
No. They pretty much when I went to the drugs, I was kind of like, I'm not coming back.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't, and the drugs
gave you ED.
I thought yes, they gave me ED. Well, the one did. When you
knew about that, right?
When Bufrin gave me,
you've talked about this with multiple people.
When Bufrin gave me ED, Lexapro, no problems at all.
Dick game strong.
But That was the only, because they were always like, any side effects? And I didn't tell them I had ED. Obviously, I'm not saying that. But I'll tell YouTube that. I won't tell a guy in the room who hears it all the time. That someone
And it could, like, I don't know, be a potentially health problem or something.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, too. I'm just like, we don't need to add, like, this is whatever. Like, it's just whatever. So,
Dick go soft.
It's whatever. My dick game, not hard. But then eventually I stopped taking those because I was like, these just aren't. I think I built those up in my head because I was just like, something's gotta, like, it's just gonna flip a switch, right? And I was like, no, that's not how this works.
So then what got you better? Obviously, you said you're still dealing with shit, you know, but not.
I think it was, for me, I think I just had to go through this arc. I had to go through shit.
But is the arc done, or does it come back?
No, I think now it's more leveled off.
It's
kind of a wavy, but it's not. I mean, obviously, I don't know what's in the future that could.
It's not to the extremes.
It's not to the extremes that it was, but it definitely.
What's that called? The wavelength? No, the wavelength is between the events. The magnitude of the
magnitude.
waves.
Yeah. It's definitely leveled off, but I don't know. I don't know what got me out of it. I guess I just went through so much, and then of course I think the rock bottom thing's real, where you hit. And I guess I've hit rock bottom. I won't want to say I hit rock bottom twice or 3 times, but I've hit rock bottom a couple of times in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not necessarily the same way, but I think that happened too. Is I hit a rock bottom, and it's like, whoa. Let's try to build, and then the job thing started fixing it. Like, things started coming together in some way, shape, or form, and then I kind of leveled off.
So my question would be, do you think you will forever be depressed? Forever? Because that's my question, because as me knowing I'm one of your people, I don't want to be worried that... that another wall hits, another thing, like you said, comes in the future, and then you go back down and back up like this.
I feel like everyone does that, though.
To a degree. I honestly...
To a degree, but his degrees have gotten...
Well, I couldn't say right now.
Yeah, you can never...
Because I don't know what that thing would be.
But so you believe if something...
I'm in a good place right now.
Yeah. But so...
I don't know what could... I mean, I could think of some things that could happen that would... ruin
you down.
That would ruin anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to say things, but you know, the obvious things we could think about that would make anyone feel terrible.
Yeah.
Could happen, and I don't know where I'm at that point. I don't. Not saying that I'm like super depressed.
Do you think?
I think depression it's different. Like, am I super happy with my weight right now? No. Am I super upset about it? I'm not at that point where I'm like, I don't think, obviously I'm not as big as I used to be and whatever. I'm not in my goal, the weight I would like to be. Is my job, I don't know, it's whatever right now. It's good. It's fine. And then I don't know, it's just still trying to get shit together, and you kind of just deal with those struggles. I mean,
do you think because of being where you were and dealing with it and getting back, do you think you could better cope?
Oh, perspective's huge.
With another event?
Yes, I kind of know.
Yeah, a trend. You can tell a mindset when it's going down.
Yeah, I know when. I can feel it. A certain thing. Yeah, you kind of know my tendencies, I guess. Yeah. But the only thing I couldn't tell you and prepare for is if a wrench was thrown in there. Yeah. I don't know how I'd deal. But as for the day in, day outs type of shit.
But I'm saying even with the wrench or that big event, that shitty event, do you think you can cope better because you've been down there? You know what it took to get out. You know how it was getting out. All those things. Is it easier to? But it's gonna suck, right?
Yeah.
But it's gonna suck for only a bit, right? Can you get back to here because you've been down there, know what it took to get up?
I mean, I would like to say sure,
Right, but it's
but I don't
in
know.
that moment it's gonna be.
Yeah, you don't know how you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll snap and be like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" Like,
This kid goes through one
but
thing.
also, I
Shut
talk
the
to
fuck up.
I talk to people now. Like, I'm not
Fucking
holding
confide in this motherfucker.
I'm not holding 10 years, 11 years worth of sadness and feelings and things like that. Wow, he's gonna drink
Wow.
the Diet Coke.
It's not a diet. It's a fucking zero.
Oh, Coke
Worse.
Zero. So it has no.
There's this
anything.
fucking room. I pull out a thermostat or something. What's this room at?
It's very hot.
How do
It's
you
very
think
hot.
now his
It
kid was
is
gonna wear a hoodie?
So hot. It's unreal
I
hot.
took that
We're
piss
also-
and I walked in here. If you feel
It's a
the
cloud.
air,
You hit a cloud.
it's real.
We're also over 2 hours of time.
It's so hot, but yeah, it. I don't know how I would deal with something.
Open the bitch.
Yes,
He always
why
slowed.
prolong it?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would deal with it. I don't. But I would like to think that I could take some type of experience that I've gained and knowledge over the years, and know how to
Right.
deal with it better.
You just never know
honestly.
till you're there.
And then that's like you were talking about pride. Like for pride, you're like, I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
oh yeah,
I'm just
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm just gonna fucking handle it, and then you just sit there and you go, fuck. Like, I know, like me, it took like a while, and then like I was playing with you guys, and then like I got offline, and I was like, I gotta fucking go, and you guys were like, okay.
I remember, and then
And then,
he
like-
wasn't there when you
And
came
then,
back.
Like, I got back online, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna fucking explode right now.
Yeah, I
and,
remember.
And like literally, like he was just like, what's up? And I was like, I was like, fuck. And then you do it, and you're like, you feel way better.
Do you feel like you're the same way? Because I feel like yours is a little different. I feel like you still like to. I guess because you're younger though too. Not that you can't know that or feel that way when you're younger, but I don't know. Do you feel like you're still holding a lot of that stuff in, or you're kind of talk like, or it's hard for you to pinpoint exactly, or
No, I keep most of my stuff in, and like there's sometimes like if you come over, we'll talk, and it's like
Yeah.
I'll let like a little out, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm glad I got that off my chest. But
Well,
you know,
yours-
it's like the next day, it's like back in and all that.
is yours basic a lot to do with like obviously we know like, well, I know like, past things and stuff that kind of they just dig at
Yeah.
you and then you come back up
Yeah.
and you kind of level on and then
Okay, so I don't know.
moment by moment type thing.
I don't know the details of that, and I guess that kind of answers my question. But is yours from that wrench, that brick wall that hit you?
Like you keep someone's throwing wrenches over.
Like there's
over
something
and over.
that fucks you up.
No, I mean like yeah, you get sometimes you'll think about it, but like
So you just have like a general.
But yours,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Is it's just like a general,
yeah, it's just a
overarching sadness.
Yeah.
It's not like a
clearly
Yeah, no,
an
no.
event.
No.
an event.
no.
You
Like
know,
I won't think about
a
one
surgery
certain thing that
that
happened. It's just like I said, it just comes.
just
Okay.
life.
And I don't know.
It's
yeah,
just-
it's
it's
just
just-
life.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, to what you were saying with the pride thing. Fortunately for me, I feel like I'm very prideful.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
Oh
yeah.
come on. Yeah.
No.
Come on.
So-
man.
Come on, dude. Don't
But
be
in
fat.
something,
shocked.
in
Stop.
something like that, I don't think so. I feel I'm much more open with things like that than
What?
well, just like talking about anything.
Yes, more open than you used to be. I still feel.
Well,
at least for
in
me,
comparison,
I feel like, well, you now,
in comparison,
I-
nothing's. You'll say anything.
I'll say anything.
But before,
before I wouldn't say fucking.
you wouldn't say a thing. You're from time to time, and your time to time.
Like,
but I was saying, I agree, but I'm saying in comparison to how prideful I am,
yes.
then
Yeah.
it's.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But yeah, I know.
Mike has none now.
Oh, I
He doesn't even know what the word is.
But honestly, like.
But you need it.
Oh, yeah.
I
you need it.
fucking need it.
You
And then,
need
like,
to do that.
And then,
That's-
like, literally, my only thing is, like, I feel so fucking annoying. Like, not to, like, me,
oh, dog.
but, like, to you guys. Like,
Dude, 100%. I feel like, dude, I told Brad, I told Sean. I tell my
Well, that's
sister
what I'm saying.
100
is
times. I'd be like,
What I said is, if you have that person, if you even believe that you can tell that person, then it's not going to be annoying to them. It's going to be okay to them.
See, no.
I know, but I'm just telling you that's what you gotta remember.
I'll get,
but the reason you're saying it is because it's still a problem.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
That's
literally,
why it
I'll
keeps coming up, because and you have to. It's not like I could just go, and then a week later it's like, okay, well I had it all out.
Like,
no, it's still there.
And here's the thing too is specifically with your situation is, I've been very open to you because I also understand that I'm that person to you, and I'm trying to help you because I want you to be good. So I'm very open when I told you, when you fucking tell Joe Schmo and come back to me, yeah, that pisses me off.
Well,
and so I've told you that. Do I say, don't fucking talk to me again, Mike? Don't do this. Like,
No,
I
but
haven't
like-
had an issue.
No, but like literally like.
But don't tell me. Don't come back
Well,
and be
no,
like,
and
you know
the
that
thing
thing you
is-
told me 2 weeks ago? Joe Schmo
Well, no,
said it
and
yesterday.
That's like the crazy
and I
part.
think we're
is,
on
like,
to something.
Like, he'll tell me shit, right? And I'll be like, okay, like, he makes fucking sense, right? And in that moment, you're like, yeah, you make sense. And then that fucking wrench gets thrown in. Oh, like that situation.
Wrench is your own thought in that.
The wrench
in
is
your
the wrench is
situation.
your own thought.
In
It
your
just comes back
situation,
up.
it's
it comes back
and
up.
Then it was like I mean, you would fluctuate emotions. You're like, fuck, I'm good. Fuck this. I'll kill somebody. Like, then you're like,
whoa.
You get so many fucking emotions. Going
Well,
through.
yours is different too, because there is the answer you want.
Isn't.
I can't. There's clearly a fix to it all, right?
Yes.
There's an easy fix, or not an easy fix, but there's a fix, and that would clear everything.
100%.
But
Create problems for him.
but you can't have that answer.
have, you know.
So it's like
Right.
yours is different, where it's like, okay,
I'm trying to finesse you to
like
get there.
That's like telling you, like, Sean, there's this thing you could do that will fix everything,
100%.
but you can't have it. So we're gonna dance around it and try to find other ways
to get there.
But none of them are really gonna do what you want right away. Eventually,
it's gonna be
It's a
slow.
Band-Aid. It's a band-aid on a fucking wound.
I'll say it's stitches. It's still gotta heal.
Yeah.
It's gonna fix, but it's gonna take some time.
100%.
It doesn't just close up. It's not gonna just be okay. It's not gonna be some fucking flick of the wrist spell type shit. So it's was it Unite?
Harry Potter new game came out.
Yeah, Pokemon Go for Harry Potter. But it's like you with our way or our depression or whatever. There's no clear cut answer.
No.
You gotta
Which sucks.
I mean, they both suck. Either
Yeah,
way.
either way.
If yours is from a situation, say you have somebody pass that you love or something like that, obviously, what would be the best case scenario? They didn't pass. Well, guess what? You can't get them back. So we got to find a way around that. Eventually, you'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, it's not gonna do the same and as quickly. It's like I want a good smoothie, but they say, no, we're out of smoothies, but we got milk.
I hate smoothies.
But I don't like smoothies either. I don't know why I said it, but if you like smoothies and they go, we only got the milk, we don't got any of the other
I didn't
shit.
think you did either.
I don't know why I said it. It's
I like cheese fries. Maybe.
here we go. No. Yeah, I like cheese fries more than I like fries. They're like, but we don't got cheese. It's like, fuck it. I guess. Something. You know what I mean?
I think ultimately what it comes down to
Sorry,
is...
it's hot. Like, look at me.
Ultimately, I think...
Look at me!
Can I speak? What I was going to say, too,
Sorry.
is we might have to check the levels on some of this episode. It's gotten loud. But ultimately, life's a bitch. None of us know what the fuck we're doing.
Nobody does.
Oh, man, find out my parents didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's
Yeah,
what it
no.
is at the end of the day. Dickhead on Instagram, he doesn't know what he's doing. This person, we're just trying to figure it all out.
Everybody's trying to figure it out.
And don't feel bad about that.
Don't feel bad about it, and don't be afraid to
somebody.
talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Just say your shit. Get it out into the world. Stop holding it down because from experience, you push it down, it eats you from the inside, and you hit bottoms that you don't want to hit.
Yeah. True.
True. Alrighty.
Yeah, I say we wrap it up.
Everyone feel good about that?
We're
A
gonna.
little therapy session.
It felt good.
And a therapy session.
We'll talk about more real shit more often too.
Yeah, we'll get back into it, but it's 100 degrees easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Hopefully this helps anybody looking for any help. If you need help.
Or if you didn't, just... Alright, his dogs are going crazy. I guess that's...
Maybe Cody's getting eaten downstairs.
True,
We
yeah,
better go check on
Oh,
him.
yeah, Cody's downstairs. He's probably watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes,
Yep,
thank
thanks
you
for
for
having
showing
me.
up.
Thanks, Mike, for interjecting a little bit with your I guess,
Impression.
very... Okay, yeah.
One
I
day
was
you'll
gonna
get
say,
on the fucking episode.
One day you'll be on the episode. But yeah, Sean Boy, thank you. Brad, me,
Thank us.
thank us. I don't know. We need to get some air.
Yeah, and go see what my dogs are doing.
Yeah, Cody, his dog. Bye.